Today I'm gonna tell you how I built this electromagnetic accelerator. It's not a tutorial, it's just how I did it. My physics teacher told us we had a project to make, and this was the first thing I thought of, because I had watched the channel Hyperspace Pirate, who made an electromagnetic accelerator much like this one, where he explained everything and even left the 3D files for the track, which I used. I'm gonna leave his videos in the description, all credit goes to him, this is just a modified version. This prototype accelerates ferromagnetic spheres using an electromagnet controlled by an infrared sensor. To understand it better, let's look at this schematic I made. I never made a schematic before, not even in school, because I was supposed to learn it when COVID hit, so I never really did. So this is my first schematic, and I don't know if it's right or wrong, because I don't know the rules, so it is what it is. Let me know what I can improve.
So first, there is this 12-volt battery that goes here to a switch. The switch, you can just turn it off and on. So yeah. Then the 12 volts go to a voltage regulator that powers an infrared sensor. And this infrared sensor, well, it's pretty simple, I think. When you put an object right here in front of the infrared sensor, the light that it emits, the infrared light, is blocked, so it's reflected to the infrared receiver. And when that happens, this little pin, the out or the data, is turned on, gets energized. So in here it goes to the base of a transistor, and when the base of a transistor is energized, well, it's kind of like a valve. It lets the water pass, in this case lets the electricity pass. So the electricity comes here from the 12-volt battery, goes all the way here, and when the infrared sensor is on, the object is in front of it, the transistor lets the energy pass, goes here, and activates this coil, it's a coil, that generates a magnetic field that attracts this metal pin. This is a metal pin that is attracted by the magnetic field created by the coil, and this part gets connected here. So this part right here that's connected to the plug connects with this part that's connected to the actual electromagnet and is also connected to the plug. So when an object goes in front of the infrared sensor, our electromagnet turns on, creating a magnetic field around it, attracting the metal spheres.
It might sound easy now, but it wasn't. I took 6 months to finish the whole thing. First, I tried following the videos to make the exact same thing, but for some reason things weren't working for me and I just couldn't figure out why. Maybe it was because I used totally different components, who knows. After getting desperate trying to make my circuit work, I switched to simulations on Tinkercad to have a better understanding of how things work. After all, it was my first real project. Then, after a lot of failed simulations, I started understanding how each component behaves, so I bought some breadboards to test it in real life, and it's amazing. I hate soldering, I love breadboards. I also couldn't make my electromagnets work, so I took one off of a heater that didn't work, so the electromagnet needed to be powered directly to the plug. And that is when I discovered relays. Amazing invention. And with the addition of a relay, I finally got my circuit working. Look, it's a gun. Oh. Oh, agora não foi bem, Like this. Did you see that? Did you see that? Quando faço assim não sai bem, calma. Did you see that? It's a gun, it's called a coil gun. So cool. After getting the circuit to work, I needed a track, and that, well, isn't looking too good. So I grabbed the 3D files Hyperspace Pirate gave and ordered it online, and I was really happy with the results. I had to cut the track because I didn't think of the space for the electromagnet, but it turned out fine in the end. I was so happy the first time it actually worked and looked like a finished thing. So yeah, that's how I made this electromagnetic accelerator. If you want, you can give me ideas to improve it or ideas for future projects. Well, that's it. See ya.